Welcome back. I'm OldBayCraps. This is my house. This is my layout. This is my channel. I appreciate you all returning. Welcome back to day 6 of season 6 of the D8 Perpetual table. We're so glad to have you back. It's been a long time since the last time I saw you last Thursday, but we are back and we have 5 more shows to go, including this one tonight. And we are trying to reach 50 yos this season. And I'll get to that in just a second. Let's first tell us, everybody, how are you doing? It's a Tuesday night. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm having a pretty good day. I'm glad you're here. I'm ready to roll. But we are here to celebrate Chiramucci. You can see I'll show you on the other table. You'll see the fedora. But we are here to celebrate the man Chiramucci, also known as Midmo-Yo. Why? Because he lived in the middle of Missouri and he liked throwing yos. He was a good friend of everybody's in the community, in the Craps community. I met him in Vegas, him and his wife Crystal, lovely people. Sadly, we lost him last year, and right shortly after, a college fund was started for his daughter Layla, And that is who we are sponsoring in Season 6, just like we sponsored in Season 5 and as well as Season 4. In Season 4, we raised over $1,300. In Season 5, we raised over $1,100. And so far this season, if you look at the table, we're only through 5 sessions, everybody, and we have raised over $951 towards the Layla Education Fund. How amazing is that? $951. That's just awesome. That is thanks to you, the Craps community. I want to thank everybody who's donated so far. We still have 5 sessions to go. We still have all these other yos. We are trying to reach 50 yos for this season. So far, we are averaging 4.5 yos per show. So we need to average 5 yos per show in order to reach 50 for the season, because we're going to have 10 sessions. Can we do it? I think we can. We're going to have a show where we have at least over 5 yos. In Season 4, we did it 3 times. Last season, we had 10 in a session, but we could never reach 50 yos. We reached 45 yos in Season 4, 42 yos in Season 5. We are trying to reach 50 yos because a lot of people donate based on the yos that we throw, and some even donate based on the yos that we throw within a session. So like last year, I think it might have been last season, people actually donated for how many times we were over 5 yos in a session. Actually, it was Season 4, and we had 3 shows where we threw 6, 7, and then 6 again. So we're here to do it. We're here to roll for you. We're going to go over Crapsee in just a second. Let's go ahead and go back over to here to the table. These are all the blue chips. These are what represent the yos. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. We keep volleying back and forth between 4 yos, 5 yos, 4 yos, 5 yos, 4 yos. But we're okay with that because we've thrown 22 yos so far this season. So we're going to grab our little stack like that. We're going to put these donations to the side. There we go. Let's go ahead and switch over to the other table just so I can show you. We got the Chiro fedora right here. That was donated to me by Bill K. You've seen him in the chat. You love him. You know him. Here's our stack of yos we always put near the fedora, near the Chiro chip, near the dice that him and his wife Crystal had a casino gaming night at their house, and they hand painted these dice. Now the pips are all in the right spots. The circles themselves, some are oblong, some are circles, but they were drinking when they did that. And then I have, of course, the coaster that my daughter made in honor of Chiro with a set of dice, and the yo is in silver pips. All right. Let's choose our dice for tonight. We're going to be throwing the red dice. What do we got here? We got the Old Bay bushel. Why not throw with that? Let's throw with the Old Bay bushel tonight. That'll be our little dice right there. Let's get some little bit of action. I'm going to go ahead and put my action out here, and then we'll go over to Crapsee. So I'm going to do my usual 555 on the ATS, 20 on the pass line, 25 on the world bet. Let's go over to Crapsee and give you all the rules because this is a new live table. All right, let's go over to Crapsee. We got 33 active. We have 29 already on the table. Here are your rules for tonight. It's a traditional craps table, bar the 12 on the DP and the DC. General rules, starting bankroll. Everybody restarts. There are no first place people anymore. This is a new live table just for this week, so it's just for Tuesday and Thursday of this week. No more than 2 shows per live table because we don't want to have any Crapsee server issues. So your starting bankroll, $10,000. Your minimum table, $10 minimum table, $5,000 max bet, $250 max hop and hardway, 10 times odds at Old Bay's house. You only pay the vig on the win, whether it's a lay or a buy bet. And the 2 and the 12 will always pay triple at Old Bay's house. You also have unlimited $1,000 rebuys. You can thank my co-host Duracell8 for that. This is his idea. Him and Jeff had this for 3 seasons, and they decided that I would be a good replacement for Jeff as he was scaling back. Thank you, Jeff, so much for everything you do. If you didn't catch us last night, catch the video last night from Jeff's private Crapsee tournament if he still has it up. We had 2 tables going. We had one that had a $500 gift card tied to it, as well as some other prizes and swag. And then we had a free table, which I was using with his rolls, and he had some great rolls last night. That man hit more ace deuces than I've ever seen in a session. He actually had over a yo's worth of ace deuces. But he had a 29 roller, I think, backed up by a 22 roller. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff, but he had some great rolls last night. I believe all of his, except one shooter, I think all of them were quality rolls, quality shooters. So check that out if you can. Other little quick note, because we do try to promote some other things, even though this is the D8 table and we are here for a specific reason. Don't forget, Craps Chat is Sunday. I believe that's this Sunday, which would be the 29th? Sunday the 29th. So I believe Craps Chat is this Sunday at the 29th. That would be 2 weeks from the last time we had Craps Chat. So pretty cool. Can't wait. Love to have you there. Jump into the live chat if you could. Again, this is the D8 table. We have a show tonight. We have a show on Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Same bat time, same bat channel. I think we're ready to go. Let's get rolling, right? Too much jibber jabbing. Let's say hi to some folks though, because you do your best to come in here. You say hi. You need to be acknowledged because you're fans of the show, and we love to have you here. Jerry was the first one here. He's like, let's get some yo's, which we hope to throw a lot of tonight. It's also Jerry's birthday. Everybody wish Jerry happy birthday. I don't know how old he is. I don't know if he wants to put that in chat. He also wants to be, he's going to be betting on the 9s, aces, and 4s. So we're going to try to oblige him. So we will try to do that. But he also wanted me to throw a mulligan for the 7, and I just can't do that because we have a lot of people who play dark side on OBC. It happens. Joseph was the second one coming in here. He's saying hi to OBC and his Craps followers. Appreciate you coming in. Dice Dr. Dan, the doctor is in. Ask him any question you want. It only costs 5 cents. I told him I have a pain right here. I didn't really specify where, but you know, we'll let the doctor decide. Jamie, welcome. Thanks for showing up. The voice himself, Jeff. Mr. Can stay and has stayed and does stay in Crapsee to play along. Welcome, Jeff. We also had Tito coming in. He says, good day, y'all. Thank you, Tito, for showing up. We got John GT500. He's saying, welcome, everyone. Appreciate you having here, John. Uncle Hoku, always up for a good time. Always likes to be at the top of the leaderboard. Tie leaf power to all. Thank you, Uncle Hoku, for stopping by. We appreciate you. K. Fisher Protege, Fear the Dice Shooting Turtle. That's right. We're alums of University of Maryland College Park. Fear the Testudo the Turtle. That's why he says that. 208 Craps. Joel, thank you for showing up. Appreciate you. I think you won one of the swag or something last night on Jeff's show. So how does the tournament work? That you're going to have to ask Jeff. I believe it's invitational only. I'm not too sure. Jeff could maybe enlighten us on that. There was no midday Mac, I don't think, today. Maybe I read that wrong. Nick S., welcome. OBC, showing us how it's done tonight. Demon Dog Chris, he stopped by. Thank you, Chris. Wow, and Jerry is 70 today. That is a milestone and a half, brother. Congratulations and happy birthday again. Clay, raising a scotch to you. Thanks for showing up. All right. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Oh, there's some people. Concrete Hustler, welcome. Glad to have you here. I think it's the first time I've seen you in the live chat. Mrs. Big Money, giving a shout out to Jerry because he's 70 today. Welcome, Mrs. Big Money. Ashish, he says, hello, sexy peeps. Hey, it's only 8 o'clock. That's the prime time. You can't do sexy till 10 o'clock Eastern, you know? Maybe, I don't know. He's otherwise known as Yo Chef. He is a good chef. We have not seen him do any cooking in person, but, you know, I think we're ready for some rolls. Are we ready for some rolls? Let's get the rolling. Let's go for the first roll tonight. Let's lock everybody out of Crapsee. We got 40 on the table. All right, I got my bet set. Get all yours bet set, and we are ready to go. I'll be shooting 3-2-3-2 from stick right 1. Here we go. Dice out. And the dice are going to split on us, but it's going to be a 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. We are starting off with the co-host's number, and we are on the wrong table. There we go. Now we're on the right table. Now we're on the right table. There's a 6-2 Easy 8. Welcome, Frida. I just saw you come in here. Welcome to you. I hope you're having a good evening. So 8's going to be the point. Let's put the puck on the 8. As you know, on my show, we should probably take it easy in the beginning because we all know that lots of times OBC has blown his rack in just the first 2 shooters because he gets arrogant. We are not trying to get arrogant tonight. All right, let's get some odds on the back. We're going to go modest with $50 odds. We're going to do a C&E for $10. We got 90 on the inside. All my bets are set. Here we go. Welcome, Poppy Dice. First time I'm seeing you, I believe, so welcome. Here we go. Stick right 1 with a 3-2-3-2 underhand toss. And we have aces. Where's Larry? Where's Larry? Is Larry showing up yet? He usually shows up demanding we throw aces. Marble Fork usually shows up, demands that we throw either aces or midnight, whatever's needed for the all. Let's mark it. We got 5 on the C. That's going to win 35. Minus 5 for the yo. Let's go ahead and press the C. We'll keep the yo at 5, and let's rack a quarter. Okay by me. All bets set here. Here we go. Thank you, Duracell. Duracell's pointed out we have 42 watching, 19 likes. Hit that like and subscribe on the way in if you would. Appreciate it. Here we go. Third roll. We're hunting yos. That was a good roll, and that's going to be the point. 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. We don't mind hitting the point right off the bat, do we? There it is. We already have the 8 marked. That's going to come off. This is going to come down. We're going to win 20 on the pass line, 60 on the odds. Let's rack those greens. Let's do 20 on the world bet. Let's rack another 10. Why don't we? All right, this is the come out roll. All my bets are set. Hey, Mark Mad Hatter, welcome. He says, never give up the ship unless Duracell 8 is captain. That's funny. All right, here we go. This is the come out roll. We are going for 72 rolls per session. So if we reach 72 rolls and we're still rolling, that will become the last shooter of the night. Here we go. This is the come out roll, and we have a come out 7, 4-3. There wasn't much energy behind that roll. But fear not, a come out 7 is usually a good sign for OBC. It's the other kind of big red that we don't like. That's going to be a push on the world bet. We're going to win 20 on the pass line. 15 is going to repay the ATS. Unfortunately, we're going to lose that sweet aces that we hit and reset everything. And we're going to press our pass line up to a quarter. And we're going to go to a quarter on the world bet, bring 20 back to the rack. I'm all set. So if you're used to playing a come out game, come out 7s have to be part of your come out game. Whether you increase the pass line, or you play a world bet, or you hop the reds. Here we go. And the dice are going to split, come back around together, sort of. It's going to be a 6-3, soft 9, the Franks. 9's going to be the point. Jerry wanted to see some 9s tonight. It's his birthday. Wish him all happy birthday. 70 today. We're going to bring this 30 right over here to the 8. This will come down. Again, we're going to go modest with a $50 pass line odds. And again, we're going to do the C&E for 10. And all bets set over here. Welcome, Lou. Lou stopped in to say hi. We appreciate when Lou stops by. Lou's one of the kindest people, kindest souls in the world, man. You'll never meet somebody like Lou. Here we go. To me, Lou is family. Here we go. That was a short roll, but it's going to be aces again. So we kind of got our aces back. Not the way we wanted to, but that's okay. We'll take it. We'll promise to put a little bit more energy on the dice next time. Again, we're going to win 35, but minus 5, which is 30 because of the yo. We're going to press up our C to 10, and we're going to rack another quarter. That means all my bets are set. Here we go. That was a bit aggressive, but I like the way they rolled down the table. That's going to be a 3-1 Big Joe Craftsmaster Journey. That's a 4 easy. The only area we didn't have covered was the 4 and the 10. So we're going to lose this. Let's come back with a $15 field bet. Let's mark the 4. And if we're able to hit that, we will spread to the 4 and 10. Uh-oh, Box gave me the stink eye on that one. You must hit the back wall. All right, here we go. And we got a 4-2 lumber number, the 6 easy, the 2x4. That is not a field winner. There's the 4. There's the 2. Mark the 6. We're going to lose this. Let's pay out in reds. It's going to win 35 up top. Let's pick up the 4. We're going to go right to 42 on both the 6 and 8. So it's going to cost us a nickel to grab some 1s. And we can do our little C&E gambit. If we're successful, we'll pick up the 10. There you go. Jerry Mitchell, he asked for a 9-2-4. What did we just throw? A 9-2-4 and then a 6. You're welcome, Jerry. That's all he wanted for his birthday. That was kind of an awkward throw, but we'll take it. It's a 3-2 Justice Gen 5. We do have 30 on it. That's going to win enough for us to spread out to the 10. Let's mark it. We're going to lose this. We're going to win 42 on 30. Let's take this up to 50. Let's grab the 10 for 15. Come back with our C&E for 6 and rack $1. So go figure. Here we go. All bets set. That was a much better roll. They stayed together a lot better. I like that. That's a 415 truck and camper. That's a no field 5. But we'll take it. So what we're going to do now, since we're kind of building a bankroll in the first couple of shooters, so we got 50 on it. That's going to win 70. We're going to go ahead and go down to 20 on the 5, and we're going to rack 100. I like that. All bets set here. Hey, Waylon. Everybody welcome Waylon. He just passed 11,000 subscribers. Congratulations, Waylon. That's a hell of an accomplishment, man. Kudos to you, brother. Here we go. Oh, that was a good roll. 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. So we kept our 6 and 8 pressed up, actually. So they're both at 42. Let's mark the 8. That's going to win 50 for 1. For right now, we're just going to collect. Let's get some more whites. Just for one of the nickels, because we're going to press it up to 48. And let's do our C&E gambit. And all my bets are set. And before we go to the other screen, I just want to tell Waylon, I brought your video up for your 11,000 subscribers, and for some reason, the video was playing at 2 times the speed, and it was hilarious. But I got through your video in half the time. All right, here we go. Welcome, Jen. She's complimenting our beautiful regression on the 5. When you're building bankroll, you got to think of those things. Sometimes it's very hard to think of those things because of how fast the game actually goes in the casino sometimes. And that dice actually slid a little bit on the 4, but it's going to be a 415 truck and camper. That's another 5. I'm wondering if we already hit, I think you have to have 5 5s though, right? 5 5s to hit the repeater. All right, we have 20 on it. That's going to win 28. We're going to go ahead, do full press to 40, bring back our C&E, and give ourselves a little bit more ammunition for our C&E gambit. And I'm all set. All right, Dice Dr. Dan, I asked him earlier, it was nice to have him in here. He said the doctor was in, so I asked him, hey doc, I have a pain right here. And he's now answering, apparently that pain is in your throwing arm. You are having trouble hitting the back wall. Yes, sir. There's Marble Fork asking us, please, please, please hit the horn numbers the way you do. I cannot always guarantee. We try our best. And there's another 325 Justice Jen. So 5 is becoming a very popular number, and I believe we've hit it 4 times. I think one more time and that hits the repeater. We have 40 on it. That's going to win 56. We're going to rack 50 and bring back our C&E for 6. I don't mind that. All bets set. Marble Fork, he's good with the 5. Appreciate that. Here we go. And they didn't even reach the back wall again, but this time it's going to be a 5-2-7 ouch. So that was a 14 roller. I always like to start the show off with a nice roll. It's really nice to start off with a nice roll. We don't always get to. About 90% of the time, we have a very, very short roll or PSO on the first shooter. So a 14 roller, not bad. We did hit a point. We couldn't hit 2 points. And let me see if I put it in the roll tracker. And I did put it in the roll tracker. So I actually think we made money. Why? Because we had the regression on the 5. And we just kept same bet for some of these. So we're going to lose. We're going to lose about 125, 130, or 230, excuse me. Puck's going to come off. Let's see. Normally I lose money on the first shooter. There you go. There's the bankroll, 2K. We actually made 51 in profit, 15 of which we're going to reuse for the ATS. So there's your ATS, all paid for. We do have to bring it all down. Couldn't hit the small. If you've been on some of my other lives, we have gotten very close to hitting one of the sides of the ATS, and we just cannot hit that final number. And it's annoying. It's really annoying. All right, we're going to get 100 in red. So it was nice that we made some profit on the first one. It wasn't a lot of profit. We're okay with that. Let's do 20 on the pass line again. Let's do a quarter on the world bet. We'll bring the rest back to the rack. And this is the come out roll. Shooter number 2. It's hard to play like a terrapin. K. Fisher Protege says, all these rabbits pass you like you're standing still. That's right. All right, we are on shooter number 2. We haven't had a yo yet. We need a yo. Come on. Yo. That's probably the best roll of the night so far. It's going to be a 5-4 J-Mac hard 9. 9 is going to be the point again. So we're just one roll too late. That could have really helped us out on the previous shooter. There's the 5-4. 9 is going to be the point. This will come down. Let's do 50 behind the line. Mark the 9. We'll do the 5-6-8. Let's do our C&E gambit as well, as we're going to do $15 in the field. All my bets are set. Now you all know, and I know, this could very well be a PSO. So we're going to do our best to really not do that. Here we go. And nope, just like clockwork, you should have hopped the reds. That's a PSO, 6-1. Can I call it or what? Old Bay doesn't usually have back-to-back long rolls. He always has a long roll backed up by a very short roll. We're going to keep the puck there. We're going to bring all this down. We're going to pay for what's up top. We got 90 up top. There's 100. There's 10. Let's throw another nickel down. That's going to pay for the ATS. And let's go back to, let's go up. Let's increase to a quarter on the pass line. Let's do a quarter on the world bet. All bets set here. And if Mel was here, Mel C, he would tell you I'm just warming up. Here we go. We're hunting yo's. We have yet to hit one tonight. We've hit 22 for season 6 so far. We're looking to hit more. And there's a 6-4, Waylon's best friend, 10 easy, 10 on the end. We'll take it. 10 is going to be the point. It was pretty much the only number besides the midnight and the ace deuce that we hadn't hit yet, along with, I guess, the midnight and the yo. That really, I don't know why I even said that. That was a dumb thing to say. All right, I'm going to shut up now. Let's grab the 9 for 30. Let's do 100 in the back on the pass line after we mark the 10. And let's do 15 in the field. All bets set. That's right, I'm Nostradamus, K. Fisher. I'm a dice controller. Kidding, just kidding. I didn't call for the 7. I called for it not to hit, and it hit. So that's not dice control. Here we go. And the dice keep splitting on me, and that's got to be a finger grip issue, according to Gargoyle. All right, that's going to be a 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. We'll take it. Let's get it in the roll tracker. Let's wrangle the dice over here. There's the 6-2. Mark the 8. That's a no field. We're going to do what we did last time when we hit the inside first time. We're going to pay it out in reds. That's going to win 35. We're going to take both the 8 and the 6 to 42. And we have 15 left over. Let's grab the 4. And let's do our C&E gambit for 6. All bets set. And here we go. We have 45 on the table. 58 active players. Here we go. And there's a 5-4 JMac Hard 9. That is a field winner, but we are not playing the field. All right, we're going to lose that. We have 30 on the 9. That's going to win 42. We're going to take it right up to 50. And we're just going to bring this right back to the rack. Not before we put our $6 C&E right there. Let's mark the 9 and I'm all set. I really appreciate you all joining me on a Tuesday night. You could have had anything else to do, but you decided to spend your time here with Old Bay, sponsoring the Layla Education Fund. This is pinned to the chat. So if you'd like to donate directly to the website, please feel free to do so during the show. $5 goes a long way. Duracell will tell you that. Here we go. Now those dice stayed together. Even though they went left to right, all the way down to the wall, they still stayed together. That's going to be a 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. 4 easy. Put it in the tracker right, Old Bay. All right. You know, I thought about changing my name on my channel, and I couldn't come up with anything that was better than what I already have, that what people already know me for. All right, we got 15 on the 4. That's going to win 27. Let's go ahead and do a buy bet for 25. We pay the VIG on the win. And let's bring back, let's do a $6 C&E and we'll bring back 11. That gives us some more bullets for the C&E gambit. if it works. Hasn't worked yet. And we still haven't thrown a yo. I'm a little upset about that. We are 20 rolls in and have not thrown a yo, not one. Here we go. That was pretty as hell on a underhand toss. If anybody throws an underhand toss, that is exactly how you want them to go down the layout and hit the back wall and stop. That's a hard 8 square pair. We will take it. So we have it pressed to 42. We already have it marked. That's going to win 50 for 1. Let's go ahead and rack the 50, but let's press the 8x6. So now we have 48. And we won't pick up the hard ways just yet. Old Spice, change the channel to Old Spice. It might have to say Old Spice, a division of Roll to Win. Because as Ed, he's the one that coined the Old Spice. Plus, I probably get copyrighted for every single thing I put out there at all. Every single thing. Because I'm not a deodorant. Dice out. There's a 3-2 Justice Gen 5. That's a no fever, or no field, but a fever 5. I don't know why they call it a fever 5. Anybody want to indulge us? Why do they call it a fever 5? Is it because it sounds cool? I don't know. We got 30 on it. That's going to win 42. We already have our 6 and our 8 up to 42 and 48 respectively. So we're going to take it up to 50. And let's just go ahead and rack all of that. No C&E this time. We're ready to go. And there's a double D-Gen hard 6. So we're not really hitting repeaters yet. But there's another hard way. All right, we didn't lose a C&E because we weren't playing one. Let's mark the 6. We're going to win 50 up top for 42. 50 for 1. Let's go ahead and rack the 50, but we're going to take 20 out of the rack and grab hardways. All bets set. No different than the Old Bay trademark. But I'm not calling mine Old Bay seasoning, which is actually what it says on the product. But you may have a point. Are you a copyright lawyer or just a tax lawyer? I'll still take advice from you. Here we go. And there's a 5-3 easy 8. Again, no dice call for a 5-3, just a 5-3. All right, we're going to lose the hard 8. We have 48 though on the 8, so that's going to win 56. Let's go ahead and take it to 90. Let's bring back the hard 8 for 5. And we'll do our C&E gambit and just bring back 3 to the rack. And I just realized we have our classic ATS with needing all the horns. And we haven't really thrown any except aces twice tonight at different times. Only one of them on No, neither of the aces were on the come out. They were while the puck was on. And there's a 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. I love it when a pressed up bet gets hit. Makes you feel good. All right, we're going to lose the Heart 8 and the C&E. We have 90 on it. That's going to win 105. We're going to take back 30, take it down to 60, replace our Heart 8, bring 130 back to the rack, and bring back a C&E for 6. Still no horns. And Jen says she's very familiar with copyright and trademark laws. Well, then you could probably sue half the internet. Here we go. And there's a 415 Truck and Camper. There's the 4-1. We already have the 5 marked. We got 50 on it. It's going to win 70. What do you say we press up the hard ways? Take the 5 to 75 and rack a quarter. That sounds good to me. Here we go. That was a weird throw, but it's going to be a hard 8. Square pair. That throw went left all the way down the layout until it hit the wall and went right. Just slightly, like just a tinge, but stayed mainly in the hook area. Very weird throw. There it is, hard 8. Let's start with the hard way. We got 10 on it. That's going to win 90. And I think we're going to do a little bit of regression here. We have 60 up top. That's going to win 70. All right, we're going to bring 200 back to the rack. We're going to press the hard ways again, 15 each. And we're going to do $6 C&E. Rack another 6. All bets set. Here we go. And there's a 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. 4 easy. We already have it marked. We're going to lose the hard 4. Going to win 50 for 1. Let's press it to 50. Rack a quarter. Let's grab from the 6, 8, 10. We'll do 15 on the hard 4, 10 on the rest of the hard ways. All bets set. Here we go. Locking you out. That was a funky throw. The right die just stopped right next to the 2 in the field. It's going to be a 5-3-8. We're going to look out with that one. That was a lucky result with a crappy throw. That's a 5-3 easy 8. We'll get back to the chat in just a second. Let's go ahead and remove the hard 8. Let's pay it out in reds again. We're going to win 35 in red. Take the 8 to 42. Get 5 whites for a red. Take the 6 to 42. Bring the hard 8 back up for 10. And we'll do a C&E for 6. We still have not thrown an ace, deuce, yo, or midnight tonight. Dice Dr. Dan says a long time ago, the 3-2 was known as the waitress roll, a pair with a tray. It went on to be called OJ until he got into so much trouble, then it became the Michael Jordan. Well, now it's the Justice Jen. Go figure. Hidden repeaters. Welcome, Kevin. Mr. Dice Whisperer #1 himself. Marble Fork, rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you. All right, keep that doggies rolling. Roll high. There you go, Jerry. Jerry's celebrating his 70th birthday today. Give him a little bit of birthday love if you would. It's his birthday today. All right, locking you all out. And that was probably one of the most beautiful rolls I've ever seen, but it's going to end up a 6-1, 7 out. I cannot control them as they go down. I can only control them until they release from my hand. But that is going to be another 14 roller with another repeater hit. Unfortunately, in 14 rolls, we were not able to hit the 10 again. So that sucks. All right, I actually think we didn't make money on that roll. We'll check the bankroll. We had over 400 on the table. Let's see. We got $19.50 right here. We are still in profit, $18 minus 15 that we're going to have to put on the ATS again. So we are $3 in profit. We'll take it. We'll take it. Let's do a quarter on the pass line, quarter on the world bet. This is the come out roll. Maybe we can hit some horns now. We've hit all the other numbers except horns. I'm so glad you pulled a purple chip down on the 8, Jen. She says she never bets that high on Crapsee. Did Bill K jump in here? Welcome, Bill K. JR22, he jumped in here. Welcome. All right, here we go. New shooter. Shooter number 3 or 4? I think shooter number 4. Shooter number 4. This is the come out. And another 6-4 easy 10, right back on that 10. So 10 is going to be the point again. Probably should have hopped it since we didn't hit the point. Doesn't always happen, but you know, that's retrospect thinking. All right. Let's do another 100 behind the line. We're going to go 50 and 60 on the 5 and the 8, respectively, and 30 on the 6 and the 9. And we'll do 15 in the field. We need to mark the 10. And we also need to mark it with a puck. Come on, Old Bay. Get your head in the game, man. All bets set. Here we go. Locking you out. And there's an ace deuce, first one of the night. Nope, not a 3-2-5. 2-1-3. 3 craps. That's a winner in the field. After we mark it. It's going to win 15 in the field. We're going to pick up the 4 for 20. Rack the rest. Grab a C&E for 6. If we able to hit an ace deuce, maybe we're able to hit the Australian. Well, I guess the ace deuce is the Australian version of the roll we're trying to hit. No, Michael Jordan was 3-2 Ashish. Not Magic Johnson. Oh, maybe he was 32. If that's what you're saying. Maybe. Nobody says 32 Magic Johnson, though. I've heard 23 Michael Jordan. I've also heard, if you all know Kevin, Crooked River Craps, he calls it 23 Dr. Pepper, because Dr. Pepper has 23 flavors. Dice out. There's another ace deuce, 3 craps. So we couldn't hit an ace deuce to hit the small on the first shooter, and now we've hit back-to-back ace deuces. You can't write this stuff. Life is unscripted. All right, we have a C&E for 6. That's going to win 18. Now we can try our gambit. So we're going to go from 6 to 16. Rack the rest. Here we go. There's a 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. 4 easy. So we had 20 on it that time, which should have been an automatic buy bet. So I'm going to move the chips above into the box. So that's going to win 40 for 1. We're going to exchange the reds for a quarter, take it to 50, grab the hard 4, hard 10, mark the 4, bring back a C&E for 6. And I'm all set. Ashish, you must have taken the red pill then. Gone down the rabbit hole. There's a 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. All right, we're going to lose that. We have, what do we have on it? We have 60 on it. That's going to win 70. Let's go ahead and take it to 90. Let's grab the other hardways. And let's take the 9 to 50. And we'll do a field bet for 15. after we mark the 8. Here we go. And welcome, Craps Master Journey himself, Joe. Joe, we've hit a lot of 3-1-4s this evening. Not consecutively, but enough that we know we've been hitting it. There's a 4-2 2x4, the 6 easy, the lumber number. There's the 4-2, mark the 6. That's a no fielder. We're going to lose the hard 6. Let's pay it out in reds. Let's take it to 42. Bring back the hard 6. And we'll do 20 in the field this time. All bets set on my end. Here we go. We got 50 on the layout, locking you all out. And that's going to be a 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. All right, no field, no hard 8. That's going to win 105. Again, we're going to do a little bit of regression. We're going to take the 6 down to 18. Let's get 50 in red. Take the 5 and 9 down to 20 each. We're going to bump the 8 up to 120. Bring the hard 8 back. And bring 155 back to the rack. Still looking for an elusive 10. We weren't able to hit the point last time. And we still haven't thrown a yo. That's a little disturbing. We're almost 40 rolls in and no yo. Who's writing this? There's a 5-4 JMac hard 9. There's the 5 and the 4. Mark the 9. We have 20 on it. That's going to win 28. We'll take it to 35. Let's do a C&E for 6. I'm all set. It's very nice to offer your room to someone ashish. I tell you, this craps community, you guys are unbelievable. There's a double D-Gen hard 6. All right, this is going to come down. We're going to win 45 on the hard 6. Up top, we're going to win 21. Let's go ahead and drop 3, which we really can't because we don't have the ones to do it. But we're basically going to take the 6 to 42. And let's rack the rest. But we'll bring up the C&E. And you know what? We're going to bring up $3 on the yo, straight up. $3 on the yo, straight up. I am so disappointed we have not thrown a yo. I only have myself to blame. Here we go. Problem is, tonight's dice set is off axis for a yo. So it's got to be off axis. All right, we have a 5-4 JMac hard 9. That is on axis. We already have the 9 marked. We have 35. That's going to win 50 for 1. Let's get some more ones. Let's go ahead and take it to 75. Rack the rest. Bring up a C&E. I might abandon the C&E for the evening, but stick to the field. Since we're still hitting field numbers, we're just not hitting the yo or any of the other horn numbers. Can't always happen. Again, the right die stopped. We're like, it's like Warren City tonight. We're getting warnings right and left from the stick and the dealers for not hitting the back wall with both dice. 415 truck and camper. We do need the 5 for the ATS, so that's pretty cool. All right. But we sure need some help. And let me space these out a little bit. It's all looking junked together. All right, we have 20 on the 5. That's going to win 28. We'll take it to 35. And we'll just rack the rest. Here we go. Uh-oh, Joe calls no roll. And everybody who won money on that are going to dispute him. Yeah, I wouldn't be 86th, but I would be. They would probably take the dice away. You get enough warnings and they just take the dice away. It just means you can't shoot. Doesn't mean you can't be at the table. It's not like I'm getting on the table and throwing chips around. That doesn't happen, does it? Oh, that was a great roll too. Unfortunately, it was a bad result. That was a bad result. It is going to be a 12 roller. And see, when people start talking in the chat about 86ing you and doing other things to you, you see how the 7 comes? I'm just playing. All right, we had a little bit more than we would have liked out there. We had over 440 out there. It was probably the one shooter we did not do a regression, or actually we didn't do a regression. I guess we could have done a second regression. So we are now below 2 grand. All right, I think we've hit enough numbers that I'm comfortable enough that, you know, if we can get a long roll going, maybe we can power press a little bit. Let's get some action. 555, quarter on the pass, quarter on the world bet. It's like we're trying to tempt fate and it's not happening on the horn numbers. We'll see what we can do. Did Larry come in here? Oh, Magic Aces, Larry. Welcome, man. So cool. Appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for your encouraging words, Jen. You always know what not to say. Bummer. Bummer. If only you were better. I get it. Here we go. There's another 5-4 JMac hard 9. 9 will be the point. All right, 9's going to be the point. This will come down. Mark the 9. We're going to go across with 90 on the inside, 15 in the field. We'll do 100 on the back on the pass line, and I'm all set. Here we go. Locking you out. There's a 6-3 buckshot soft 9 to Franks. Come on. Yes. 6-3 to Franks. All right. That's going to win in the field. That's going to win on the pass line. And that's going to win 150 on the back. Let's rack those blacks. Bring a quarter back up on the world. Rack another 100. Another 130. And we're all set for the come out. Here we go. I'll check Crapsee to see how people are doing. I imagine you're all on green. This is the come out roll. And it's our first mid-mo-yo. 6-5. Thank you, Chiro. Our first mid-mo-yo of the night. There it is, 6-5. Mark it. We're going to win a quarter on the pass, 55 on the world bet. Let's take the pass line up to 30. Let's take the world bet up to 50, and let's rack 50. All right, we hit our first yo tonight, and we actually need our first blue chip in the field on the yo. There's our first blue chip of the night. So K Fisher wants to know, let me put this up on the screen. We're on the come out roll, so it's all right. He says, so is the Franks named after some guy in Brigantine, New Jersey named Frank? It is. So there's a running joke in the craps community that Frank says that his anniversary or his birthday or something has to do with May 4th of 1949. So he says that he is the rightful owner of the 549. However, we have established in the craps community that the 549 was named by Jeff as the hard 9, way before Frank ever came into trying to get it for his own. And so I've dubbed myself 6-3, the soft 9 for Frank. And the reason I call it the Franks is because I was at a ball game at the Orioles ball game, and SK is one of the hot dogs vendor names. So they have a place at Oriole Park at Camden Yards actually called Frank's. So I shot a picture of it to Dice DGen, and he and I then confirmed that the soft 9 will now be known as the Franks. Anyway, there's the story. We're still in the come out. We're looking for a point. We just hit our first yo of the night. I wouldn't mind hitting it again. That would be awesome. We'll take a 6-4 easy 10, Whalen's best friend, down on the end. That's a 10 easy. 10 will be the point. We'll move this over to the 9. This will come down. This is our third time that the 10 has been in the point, and we have not been able to hit it. So what do? We go for 200 in the back. We mark the 10. We're trying to hit the 10. Let's do a C&E for 6 for probably the last time for the night. Hasn't been working out. Neither is the 10, really. Yeah, we come up with crazy names here in the craps community. It's about as crazy and dumb as Old Bay Bushel for the hard 10. The reason it's called Old Bay Bushel is because a 10, the 5s on the dice remind me of crabs, and more than one crab. There you go. Even though we all know a bushel of crabs is a whole basket of crabs. There's the 5-4 J-Mac hard 9. J-Mac hard 9, the Big Daddy Mac. All right, this is going to come down. We already have the 9 marked. We're going to win 35. We're going to throw down a quarter. We're going to power press it to 75, rack 10, and I'm all set. Ashish says, what number is mine then? I don't know. What number do you like? It's got to be a number that's available, I guess. Depends on what's your favorite number. Yeah, Frank's in Camden Yards is not named after Frank Robinson. It's named after SK Frank's, the hot dog. SK used to be the #1 hot dog vendor to Camden Yards and Memorial Stadium back in the 80s and 90s, before Camden Yards. All right, here we go. Locking you all out. Oh, and that left die hit the hook, spun around, and it's going to be a 5-2-7 out. That is the third time the 10 has been the point, and we just can't hit the damn 10. Oh, that's frustrating. That's frustrating to establish a point 3 times on the same number, and you just can't hit it. You can only use it to establish a point. All right, obviously we lost some on that. We didn't want to lose. But when you're losing, what do you try to do? You're gambling, so you're trying to win back your money. So you take more risks. I mean, we could not take any risk and be conservative all night and grind out, probably not profit, but we want to make profit. All right, that was a shorter roll than most. Let's do it again. 5-5-5, because we're a D-Gen. There it is, 25 pass line, 25 world bet. We were able to hit a yo last time. Can we hit a yo again? Can we hit the yo again? Ashish still hasn't answered. What's his favorite number in dice? Pick a number, man. We'll see if we come up with something. Yeah, some people do call it puppy paws. That was the first lingo mark that I heard of for the hard 10, was puppy paws. It actually was on one of the digital craps games that were out there before Crapsee came along. Same thing with Little Joe from Kokomo. Here we go, come out roll. There's a come out 7, good sign for Old Bay. That's a 4-3 natural. That's a push on the world bet. We're going to win 25 on the pass line. 15 of it's going to repay the ATS. We're going to press both the pass line and the world bet. If you're playing a world bet, I highly recommend anytime a come out 7 happens, you press your world bet. Always. How can it be come out killers, Jen? If you normally play a lay bet on the come out, shouldn't you have won on a 7? Have you turned light side, Jen? Are you trying to turn Jedi? What would Charlie say? Here we go. And we got a 5-3 easy 8. 8's going to be the point. That's much better than a 10 for Old Bay, since we can't seem to hit 10s tonight. We've only hit 3 10s. They were all to establish a point. Couldn't hit another one. Let's mark the 8. All right, world bet comes down. We're going to go max odds on the pass line. That's 300 on the odds. There's 25 in red for a quarter. We're going to go 150 on the 5 and 9. There's 100 broken down. We're going to do 30 on the 6, 20 on the field, and rack the rest. Here we go. We're looking for one hit. Here we go. You're funny, Jen. Oh, that was a cool looking throw. It's going to be a 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey, 4 easy. Those dice were tight going down there. They went off to the left a little bit, which I don't like because they ended up literally in the hook. All right, we got 20 in the field. That's going to win 20. Let's pick up the 4. We'll pick up the 10. Let's mark the 4. And I'm good to go. All bets set here. That's right, Joe's got it right. Big Joe. And Joe is a big Joe. He looks like he's a bodybuilder. There's a 6-4-10. I guess we're hitting 10s. I guess it's cool now. We're with the cool kids. It is the sister number to the 4. Happens more often than you think. Mark the 10. We have 20 on it. Should have been automatic buys, by the way. So it's going to win 40 for 1. Let's take the 4 as well to a quarter. Let's pick up the hard ways. Grab our C&E for 6. Rack the rest. All bets set. And Poppy Dice, I see that Dr. Dan is answering your question. Thanks for asking. And not a good result at all. That's a 5-2-7, ouch. And of course, we couldn't hit the 5 or 9 after hitting 5s and 9s all night long. We couldn't hit it on that shooter. That kind of shit happens all the time at the casino. So, hey man, you're betting on predicting what you think is going to happen, and what, and it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. All right, that was a big loss for us. Again, it's not about us, so we'll take it with a grain of salt. It's about the Layla Education Fund, which is pinned to the chat. $5 goes a long way. We have one yo we've thrown tonight. We'd like to throw a lot more than this. Let's bring a quarter back up on the world bet and the pass line. Let's see, we need to break down this. We'll do quarters. Let's break down this quarter into nickels. And we'll do 10, 5, 10 on the ATS. And this is the come out roll. Where are we? We are at 53 rolls. We're trying to get to 72 rolls per show. So we are now set for, this is going to be shooter number big red. Here we go. Let's keep it going. Let's not think about it too much, right? There's a hard 4. That's a first for tonight. The first hard 4. We've thrown 6 4s tonight, and that's our first hard 4. 4 will be the point. We're going to go max odds on the pass line. Let's grab some more greens. I guess we need to grab some more reds. Let's grab 100 in red. $30 on all the numbers. It's 150. Mark the 4. All bets set. Oh, and the back's starting to hurt. There's Larry. Larry, where were you? We hit 2 sets of aces earlier. You were nowhere to be found. There's a 5-4 JMac hard 9. There it is, 4-5. Mark the 9. We got 30. It's going to win 42. In this case, we're going to go ahead and move it over to the neighboring 8. Going to get a quarter for reds. Going to power press the 9 to 90. Rack 10. Let's do a field bet for 15. All bets set. And I'm ready on my end. Locking everybody out. And there's 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey 4 easy. And that is a winner for, as that is the point. We needed that. We needed that. Puck comes off. We're going to win 15 in the field. Let's pick up our hard ways for that and rack 10 there. Then we're going to win a quarter on the pass line. We had max odds 250 on the back. That's going to win 500. That was much, much needed. Let's rebuild some of this. Nope, that's our yo in the field there. All right, no world bet. We are going to play the Buffalo. How about that? Let's switch over to the Buffalo bet, which means just our hard ways are working. Box numbers are off. All bets set. Would sure be nice to hit a yo just to hit a yo, because even though I'm not on it, it sure would be nice to hit one. This is the come out roll. And there's a 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. 8 will be the point. 6-2. Mark it. We were working to come out, so the hard 8 comes down. Puck's going to go on 8. Let's do 35 on the 4, 35 on the 10. We'll rack the rest. And we didn't put any odds on the 8, did we? We did not. We'll do 75 in odds. Here we go. Everybody is renting a car, having a car, trying to get Uber, trying to get around Craps for the Cure. I'm going to use that monorail as much as I can, however far it'll take me. And there's a PSO. 4-3, 7 out. The dice split on me. And that was a very short roll. That was only 5 rolls, but we did hit a point. I'll take a point being hit on a short roll any day. All right. Let's bring this down. Good thing we didn't go too heavy on the odds on the 8. All of this is going to come down. We're getting to that portion of the program where short rolls seem to happen more often than we'd like. Let's get 100 in green. Pass line. World bet comes back up. 555 for the ATS. Here we go. This is the come out. Too many shooters tonight. Too many shooters. We were starting off really well. We had 3 shooters through the first 30 rolls, and in the last 28 rolls, we've had 4 shooters. This is shooter number 8. We are at 58 rolls, trying to get to 72. Here we go. Appreciate y'all coming out tonight to play. I know you all love to play. You probably played last night in Max Tournament. Live Fantasy Craps is tomorrow night on both CGTV and Dice Grinders. There's a double D-Gen hard 6. 6 will be the point. There it is, double D-Gen. Mark the 6. All right, we're going to go 150 on the 8. 5 and 9, 100 each. 15 in the field. And 200 on the odds. Here we go. And we got a lot of people attending, apparently, Vegas during that week with the NASCAR races, which also will be the Blue Wrench crew starting the week off and then ending with Craps for the Cure. All in Vegas, mid-October. Come out if you can. Be great to see you. It'd be great to meet new people all the time. We love meeting new people. Dice out. Wow, okay, another PSO. Boy, are we hitting it well or what? That is back-to-back PSOs with a 4-3, and both times the dice went off to the right. Okay, that's starting to get really frustrating. Why is it always when we try to press things up? Always. The dice gods just, they don't like when you press shit up. They just don't like it. I don't understand. This game is so brutal. It's so brutal. All right. We need some more greens. We've lost our A tonight. Trying to catch up. Just can't seem to catch up. All right. 555 for the ATS. 25 on the pass line, 25 world bet. The world bet has yet to hit tonight. Most of the C&E bets have had yet to hit tonight. This is a different shooter. This is shooter number 9. This is shooter number 9. That was shooter number 8, PSO. In only 2 rolls. This is shooter number 9. So before I was trying to avoid the dice going left. Now I need to avoid the dice going right. Here we go. That was dice right down the middle, and it's going to be a midnight. That's a good one for the come out roll. That's our first midnight tonight. Mark it. We're going to lose the pass line. We have 25 on the world bet. That's going to win 26 times the bet, or 130. We're going to bring the pass line up for 30. We're going to rack the black. And we're going to press the world bet to 35. K. Fisher saying, what did you do with OBC? He was doing so well in the beginning, and now he's just shooting crap. I don't know. I thought I was warming up. I seem to be the same person, so it doesn't matter what live you come see me on. I will give you 3 or 4 medium rolls, possibly 1 long roll, and I will give you a handful of the shittiest rolls you've ever been a part of. And that's a guarantee for every show. And there's a 5-1 mixer. That's a 6 easy. 6 will be the point. We just went really heavy on the 6 as the point previously, and we threw a PSO. So couldn't do crap for that. This will come down. This will be our last shot. We're gonna do max odds, 300 on the pass line odds. And we have barely anything in the rack. Let's do a 4-1 CE. We don't even barely have enough to cap our 8. So if the 8 hits, it's going to win 29. And Larry Airborne Aces says he is to blame for the 2 back-to-back PSOs, as that's when he showed up. Larry, the only person we can blame is the shooter, and that's 100% of the time. 100% of the time you can blame the shooter. There's a 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. Now we have enough to cap our 8. There's a 4 easy. Mark it. We're going to win 50 for 1. We don't have 1. Let's break this down. There's our VIG. Let's go 75. We'll power press the 4. Let's pick up our hardways. And we're right back where we started in our rack. Did we mark the 4? We did mark the 4. Yeah, man, we like making a lot of people a lot of money. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Let's go over to Crapsee. Wow, we got a lot of people over $1,000 in the top 10. And the #1 player, John GT, is at 30,340. Pretty awesome. The 8s are out of control tonight, as well as the 4s. So bet accordingly. All right, here we go. Locking everybody out. Oh, and the back's just starting to hurt, as usual. Here we go. And there's a 6-4 easy 10, Waylon's best friend. That's a 10 easy. That's the second time tonight we've hit the sister number in back-to-back rolls. Hard 10's going to fall. We're going to win 50 for 1. We're going to power press the 10. Mark it. And we're good to go. 37 watching, 24 likes. Appreciate that, Duracell, keeping us up to date. We've had as many as 51 playing tonight. Pretty awesome. There's a 3-2 Justice Gen 5. That's a no field 5. There it is. Mark it. We're going to win 35. We have enough in the rack to drop a quarter. Power press it to 75. We'll bring back the hard 10 and rack a nickel. Woohoo! We racked a nickel. Here we go. There's another 6-4 easy 10. Waylon's best friend. Waylon was in here earlier tonight. He just hit 11,000 subscribers. Show him some love maybe when you go to his channel. Or we're going to lose the hard 10. We're going to win 150 on the 10. Let's take it to 100. Bring back 125. And we'll do this C&E for 6. Here we go. Locking you all out. There's a 5-3 easy 8. And we need to mark the 8. Hard 8's going to fall. I told you if we won on the 8, we're going to win 29 because we don't have it properly capped. Let's throw an extra $1 down for grab a nickel. Now we can properly cap the 8. And let's rack the quarter. Locking you all out. Here we go. And not going to happen. There is a 4-3, 7, ouch. That was only an 8 roller, but it was an improvement over the back-to-back PSOs. We actually put money in our rack. But not enough to cover the bets that we had out on the table. Because we actually had over 600 on the table. All right, this is most likely going to be the last shooter. We've reached 68 rolls. We're trying to get to 72. I said that last night, or I'm sorry, I said that on Sunday, I think. And we had 5 rolls to 72, and we PSO'd once or twice. All right, what do we got out here? Because we're going to go empty rack. We have 251. What can we do with 251? First, let's get some reds. Let's go 5-5-5. Quarter on the pass line. Let's do 15 on the world. Let's do $5 on the horn high ace deuce. And we'll figure the rest out once we get a point. At least we have enough to play one more time. This is probably the last shooter. Let's do it. Here we go. Still have 35 on the table. This is the come out roll. And there's the Old Bay bushel hard 10, the first one of the night. As you all know, 10 has been the point. This is the 4th time 10 has been the point. And 4 times we have not been able to hit the point. So play accordingly. Play accordingly. I'm just going to do a quarter on the back because I don't trust myself on the 10. And let's see, we got 166 empty rack. Let's get greens. And let's see. Let's go 35 on the 10 or the 4. Let's go 30 on the 8. Just 25 on the 6. We'll do 50 on the 5, 25 on the 9, and $1 on the yo. We have not hit any yos tonight. It is pathetic. We rolled 1 yo. One yo. Here we go. 1 yo. This will break us even for the season. We've won 3 sessions and lost 3 sessions. Because unless this winds up being a miracle roll, we are not winning any profit here. That's a 426 easy. The lumber number, the 2x4. We do not have it properly capped, so it's going to win 29. After we mark it. There's 29. I guess we'll take a little bit off the 4, put it on the 6, make it 30. Let's put the rest of this on the hard 6. So that's $29 on the hard 6. Here we go. And do you think it was a hard 6? No, it was one more pip than that. It's going to be a 437 some bitch. That is 4 10s as the point, and 4 times we could not hit the point on a 10. I can't believe it. We're also 1 roll short of tonight's 72 roll goal. And of course, we went empty rack, so we have got nothing. So this last shooter, I will not be betting, but we do need to get to 72 rolls. So this will be the last shooter, definitely, permanently. This will be all for you guys. And then we'll come back around and see who won in Crapsee. And we will still mark the field blue chips if we're able to hit a yo. But all right. This is the last shooter. So if you want to go all in or if you want to go empty rack yourself, feel free to do so. This will be more of a rapid fire, as Jeff would say. And there's a yo, mid-mo. It took until I lost all the money to hit a mid-mo yo. But there it is. Chiro wanted us to have at least 2 blue chips in the field. There's our second yo tonight. Mark it. Here we go, more of a rapid fire. Always boasting. Here we go. Well, 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 look at that. The judge has favored for the plaintiff because certainly hasn't played for the defendant tonight. There is a Justice Gen. That is a 3-2-5. Five will be the point. I'm so glad we hit the yo before that. That was awesome. Can we hit one more yo? Just one more yo before we go. Just one more. They're asking for it in chat. I'm trying to hit it. The problem is I'm throwing a hardway set, so it has to be off axis to be a yo. There's a 6-3 soft 9 to Franks. Mark it. Get your bets in. More of a rapid fire. Here we go. There's a 5-3 easy 8. That's an 8 easy. Mark it. We're scooping the dice. Scooping them fast. There's a 5-1 mixer. 6 easy. If you knew Churro, it's also known as a KitchenAid mixer. Mark it. We're tossing them, showing them, and picking them up. And that'll do it, folks. That is the 6-1, the dice split. That is the last roll of the night. Unfortunately, we're going to end on a 6 roller. We did get our 72 rolls in, but that's going to do it. Not my favorite kind of show. I don't like a show where we start off fantastic and just go downhill from there. That's not too fun for me, but I'd rather have a show where we start off with PSOs and then eventually gradually get better. But there you go. There's an empty rack right there. We did manage to hit 2 yos tonight. That'll be awesome. That's going to add to our collection of 24 yos. So 24 divided by 6 is 4. Our average has gone down from 4.5 to 4 yos a show. We're trying to get to 50 yos for the season. It might still happen. We still have a lot of time. Let's go over to Crapsee. Whoops, wrong screen. Let's go over to Crapsee and see who won the night. Again, this is a D8 table, Perpetual Crapsee tournament table. It's Perpetual for just within a week. So this table will be the same table as Thursday's table. But so far on this table, we have, let's go to the leaderboard. We had 91 active players tonight. John GT, no rebuy at $30,340 on the plus side. He's followed by Flat Topped. We got Bromont, Blue Jay Way Kevin, the Fat Kid Jamie, Duracell 8, Basic Stuffed Craps, 3 Kilo, Justice Jen, and Yo Chef, all of them with no rebuys, all of them in the positive, 2,000 or up. But John won the night at $30,340, about 20 to 21,000 more than the next spot. So congratulations, John, for winning so far. But again, this table will continue on Thursday. So if you want to stay at the top, you're going to have to play Thursday as well, because some people are probably going to catch up with you. All right, roll distribution tonight. The 8s were hitting. They were hot at one point. They cooled off. They were sporadic towards the end. The 9s, hot, sporadic towards the end. 5s, hot, sporadic towards the end. Horns, desolate, not even non-existent. Couldn't throw a horn for nothing. But we did manage to hit 2 yos tonight, so that will add to our collection for the season at 24 yos. I will post a recap in Discord tomorrow, along with the number of yos that we have thrown each session. So let's go back here for a second. All right, so again, the UGIF website for the Layla Education Fund is pinned to the chat. You can click on it, go directly there. It'll go right to the profile page for Layla. You can donate right there. You will have to put in bank information. However, as always, Old Bay's got you covered. If you do not feel comfortable putting in bank information, you may go to my ways of supporting my channel on a regular basis, either PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Buy Me a Coffee. You can use one of those 4 ways as a conduit to make your donation, and I will then deposit the money and then make the donation on your behalf and send you a receipt and a confirmation once I do so. Thank you for those that have used these 4 ways to actually donate this season. We actually just had another 100 come in, I believe yesterday or this morning, which I added to tonight's total that you saw on the table of 951 total so far this season. We're probably going to break $1,000 before day 7 or before session 7 on Thursday. So I'm looking forward to that. That means if we do that and we're able to hit the 1,000 mark, that's 3 consecutive seasons we've been able to donate over $1,000 to the Layla Education Fund. All right, let's come back over here. So it was a wild night of rolling, that is. It was not a wild night in chat. It was a very lively show in chat, but I couldn't keep up with all the chats going back and forth. I love it when you guys talk to each other because that means I don't have to fill in air or fill in gaps. I am going to get a drink of water real quick. It's very dry down here. All right. Whew. Try not to sneeze, peeps. Not going to happen. Couldn't avoid that. Couldn't avoid that, sorry. I sneezed off camera. I couldn't avoid it. All right. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate you coming here for the D8 Perpetual table. This was day 6 of season 6. We will be back on Thursday, September 26th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Come join us then. Thursday usually has more players on it, which is always fun. Hopefully we'll get some good conversation going on, maybe about music or maybe about some other topic of interest for everybody. But, you know, hopefully we can follow up a bad session with a good session of rolling on Thursday. So I look forward to that. I also look forward to throwing more yo's. Trust me, we're going to throw more yo's on Thursday. I have a feeling. We're going to do it. But none of this is possible. None of the Layla Education Fund growing and growing is possible without donators like you, the Craps community. I want to thank you all for donating. The family wants to thank you for all for donating. At the end of season 6, and probably for Craps for the Cure, either John or I will reach out to Crystal and try to get another update on how much is actually in the Layla Education Fund, because I know everybody's interested on how it's growing and how we're doing. And again, it's only been up for a year. And it's pretty impressive how much we've donated to it within just a year. Pretty special, because right now, Layla's got, I don't know, 13 more years before she decides to go to college. So it's going to grow and grow pretty well. And that's only because of all the donations and everybody who's supporting the Layla Education Fund. I really appreciate y'all coming out here on a Tuesday night, rolling with me. I'm glad I made you all money, because I certainly didn't make myself money, but it's not about me. It's about the Layla Education Fund and the D8 Perpetual table, and why we're here. We're sponsoring and helping out the Chiramucci family. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Love you all. Thank you for coming out here. Really appreciate everybody's love and support of this cause and this sponsorship. And what can I say? When you're at your tables, season your play. You all have a good night. Thank you, and I'll talk to you Thursday.